My name is Joshua Mbidi, a Kenyan citizen by birth, currently teaching English language and literature here in Kenya at a school called Premier Academy, which is located at the country's capital, Nairobi. Question 1. First, tell us about yourself. What do you like to do in your free time? What are some of your hobbies? As I said earlier, my name is Joshua Mbidi, a teacher of English language and literature with 8 years of experience in the field. Over the years, I have had the opportunity to work with a diverse group of students, helping them appreciate the beauty and intricacies of the English language while developing their critical skills through literature. I am passionate about fostering a love for reading and encouraging students to express themselves effectively in both written and spoken forms. My goal as a teacher is to create an engaging and supportive environment where every student feels valued and empowered to succeed. Question 2. Do you use technology in your classroom? If so, explain how you use it and do you find it useful? Yes, I do use technology in my classroom and I find it highly beneficial. For instance, I utilize tools like projectors for visual learning, interactive whiteboards, educational applications such as Google Classroom. These help in delivering lessons interactively and engaging students in a more dynamic way. I also use online platforms for quizzes, assignments, and feedback, making it easier to track student progress. Question 3. If we were to walk in your class, what would we see? If you walked into my class, you would see students engaged in interactive discussions, whether small groups or as a whole class. I encourage collaborative learning, so students often work together on projects or group discussion. The environment would be rich in visual aids, for instance, charts, quotes, mind maps, and digital presentation to enhance comprehension of complex topics. You'd also see me moving around, guiding, and facilitating rather than just lecturing. Question 4. Describe your student behavior, expectation, and describe your management strategies and techniques you would use to maintain an effective classroom environment. I set clear expectation for respect, responsibility, and participation from day one. I encourage open communication, but I also expect students to maintain discipline and respect for both the learning process and their peers. My management strategy includes positive reinforcement for good behavior and consistent, fair consequences for misbehavior. I also use techniques like maintaining eye contact, proximity control, and giving clear instruction to minimize disruption. I also believe in restorative practices where students take responsibility for their action and work on mending their behavior. Question number 5. If we were to ask your principal your greatest strength and where you could grow, what would he or she say? My principal would likely say that my greatest strength is my passion for teaching and my ability to connect with students on both academic and personal levels. They might mention my skill in integrating technology into my lessons effectively. As for growth, they might suggest I continue to develop my leadership skills, particularly in terms of mentoring less experienced colleagues or taking on more administrative responsibilities. Question 6. What do you feel is the most effective way to communicate with parents? Describe how you have used these techniques, I believe the most effective way to communicate with parents is through consistent and transparent updates. I use emails and school communication platforms to regularly update parents on their child's progress, upcoming events, and any concerns. I also hold parent-teacher conferences to discuss individual student performance. In cases of academic or behavioral issues, I ensure that the communication is solution-focused and collaborative. Question 7. Have you ever worked in the United States before? If so, what did you do? Where and when? I have not worked in the United States before, but I would be open to the opportunity. I believe teaching in a different environment would be a great way to grow professionally and gain new perspective on education and cultural exchange. Thank you for giving me this opportunity.